How we doing, folks? Good, good. What I'm going to demonstrate today is how to remove a P-trap and replace it with another one, essentially. One that would be, sufficient, not leaking. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate the proper way to do this for you. Okay, folks, before we begin, I want to go over a couple things here. Tools you're going to need to change out a P-trap. You're going to need a pair of channel locks, okay? You're going to need a way to cut the PVC tubular, okay? I use this. This does 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, okay? You can get this at any plumbing supply. And you're also going to need some rags, okay? In addition, you're going to need a bucket, okay? A small bucket to fit underneath this. Because as soon as you unscrew this, you're going to have water that's going to be stuck in here. It's going to want to drip out, okay? So that's step one. And I almost forgot. You also want to clean out everything underneath the sink. It's going to make it a lot easier for you when you go to. Now what I've got here is a bucket, and I'm going to drain the water out, and I'm going to demonstrate how to do that here for you. I'm going to put the bucket under there. And these are probably hand tight. You want to spin it out with your hand. Take your rag and wipe up any residual water that might have spilled. We're going to go ahead and continue to remove all the old components. And we'll replace them with new ones, and I'll explain what those are here in just a moment. Alright, folks, welcome back. Okay, we went ahead and got the P-trap removed, the old one, okay? And what you're left with here, you're left with your faucet piece, which is also referred to as a pop-up assembly, okay? That's part of the drain for the sink, and that remains stationary, okay? You also got what's called a trap adapter, and that's what we're going to be working with and tying our P-trap into ultimately. Okay? A couple pieces here I want to show you. Sometimes it's necessary to increase the length of this piece in order to establish a proper connection down here. So then what we have to do is use this. Okay? This is a tailpiece extension. This is going to go here, and it's going to make up a certain depth. Now a good way to do this, and it's pretty easy, is to take your old piece and line it up, okay? Now, this comes with two components, okay? A slip joint washer and a slip joint nut, okay? In order to do this, you want to put the nut on the receiving end of the drainage. Okay, folks, what we're going to go ahead and do now is connect our tailpiece extension to our pop-up assembly here. Okay? Okay, so now what we're going to do, like we did here, we have to do the same thing here to join and connect this. So what we're going to do first, we're going to take our nut, we're going to slide it up there, we're going to slide it on up there, and we're going to take our washer, 1.5 inch washer, and do the same thing. Okay? So it should look like this. Just be able to cinch on down and tighten it up. Again, I want to leave it a little loose, so finger tight. Okay, so what I want to do first, I want to take this nut, okay? And when you're connecting this piece to the P-trap, you don't need to use a friction washer, okay? These are the friction washers. They're nylon, and they create a compression seal. Okay, we're not going to use one to connect this. If you notice, this P-trap has a beveled edge, alright? That's going to act as a seal for this particular connection. I'm going to slide this on I'm going to slide that on first, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to slide our other one on to receive our trap adapter here on the other end. And then we're going to put our nylon washer on. That's going to look like this. I'm going to put this side in first, okay? And then you're going to remember we left this loose so we can work with it. This is where it's going to come in handy. So once I get everything lined up to where I want it, then what I'm going to go ahead and do is cinch everything down. Alright, once we've gone ahead and filled up the sink, we're going to go ahead and let it drain. Before we do that, I'm going to take a flashlight, which is optional. I like to use a flashlight and just kind of lay it on the bottom. Just like that. Right underneath the P-trap. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and let it drain. We're going to check for leaks. If there's any leaks, I'm going to know right away because my flashlight's going to illuminate and expose a leak. Here we go. Just like that, it's draining, and as you can see, we have no leaks. And I'll verify. Another thing you can do is put your hand under here and feel around the joints just to make sure there's no leaks. And that's how you install a P-trap.